Hi, welcome back. This is going to be a general timeless message for the collective, so this will either resonate for the most part or it won't. If you find it doesn't, feel free to check out your signs in your chart. Your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign can all offer fresh perspective, something you hadn't thought about in your own personal situations. All right, so we're going to jump right in. I did pre-shuffle some cards to begin with, and then we'll move into some tarot. First and foremost, I have 3 animal spirit cards. You may find that you resonate with all 3 of them or just one. Right? We're starting out with the earthworm. This was the first one out. This is all about feeling shy, a little bit hesitant or reluctant to share perhaps your inner wisdom, your thoughts, or just to communicate in general. All right? You may be feeling a bit self-conscious or apprehensive in your personal situation here. We've all felt like the earthworm at some point along the way. So this would indicate we're working to establish confidence, perhaps in a new field or just in general, more confidence. Others around you may seem a bit more knowledgeable or experienced at this time, but it's important to remember that they were once a novice or a beginner or a newbie also, right? So this card is a reminder not to be intimidated or to lose hope. Mastery does take time and you are on the right track. Remember to speak up and take risks without so much worries about embarrassment or what other people think. Next up, we do have the tiger. All right, see, you're the tiger, so that is very nice here. So for the tiger's all about feminine energy, okay? The lunar force, ease in the darkness. The tiger is at one in the silence, really fearing nothing. So this is a reminder to take in the darkness, to allow the lunar forces to heal our spirits. Our sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all really heightened in the darkness. So spending time in silence and calmness, you may be feeling a little bit overstimulated here. And lastly, we do have the unicorn. I know what you're thinking, the unicorn is not an animal. However, this is a spirit animal book. All right, the unicorn is in the spirit section. So the unicorn is all about reconnecting to our higher wisdom or divinity. So it's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn, right, without questioning whether or not it was real at one point long, long ago. Who knows? Maybe it could have been, or maybe you think no way. Regardless, this very contemplation explains our relationship with the divine or divinity and explains sort of our wavering belief in the unicorn, just the same as we wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. Maybe you think about a higher power and your mind hesitates between yes, no, maybe, is it just a feeling? So the unicorn card appears, it sort of wakes us up to this curiosity about the higher self and the divine. This is a card of questioning, exploring, contemplating the unexplainable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences, and you are now the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for answers. All right, so a lot of questions about what is out there, the universe, the divine here. Maybe some hesitancy with that asking as well. All right. So next here we do have the this card here. This is the 7 of Earth. All right. And this is all about grounding energy. This is the connection to Mother Earth, purification, times of stress reduction. What can we do to ease our stress? This talks about meditation as well, going out into nature, letting nature heal. The connection between us and the world, our soul and the world. It's time to address the stress though. Meditate, still your mind, time to put down any tech toys, phones, games, TVs, screens. This is time to physically interact and connect with others and oneself. All right. So maybe we're a little bit caught up in our phones, in emails, texting, social media, TVs here. So this is asking you to possibly take a look at that here, okay? The next card here, we have the Two of Fire. This is all about power sharing, mentorships, partnerships, teamwork, equality here, mutual interests or ambition and control. So we may be aligning ourselves with another person. There is a power sharing situation or a partnership at play, or a situation is calling for teamwork and cooperation. Perhaps you're in search of somebody to teach or mentor, or somebody with some much needed skills here to work alongside. So there is an equal exchange of energy coming out with this card. If you haven't found somebody to help you, this card would indicate that somebody is arriving to help overcome some obstacles, some much needed sharing of a difficult situation, somebody that will help out here, okay? This could indicate a struggle for power in some situations. I'm not feeling that, but we'll see what the cards say when we start to pull some tarot. And this final card in this row is the Scribe of Air. This is the record keeper, or the information, the knowledge. This is about traditions and censorship too, a little bit, but our personal history and preservation, really. So you may be in search for some type of unbiased source of information. Being objective and seeking multiple perspectives is key right now. All right, writing things down, journaling, documenting experiences, or your life journey could be an interest to you. You may be thinking about writing a book. That could be for somebody here, also with this card. Perhaps there is a need to censor yourself as well. That does come through with this card. Guarding your personal information or making multiple copies of digital files may be something you want to do now as well. All right, just mentioning it. And we have this card of generosity coming out as well. All right, so what good is treasure if you keep it all to yourself? All right, so we're going to pull some tarot now and take a look inside this reading and find out where we go from here. All right, so let's take a moment and put these cards away here, or out of the way, I guess. All right, so let's begin here. Well, we're starting out with a Tower. So something is changing, maybe a little bit fast for somebody as well. There could be an uncomfortable situation here that happened all of a sudden. Oh yeah, forcing us to close a chapter and walk away. All right, we have the Tower with the Ten of Swords falling sideways. We're hesitant, nervous, reluctant to walk away from something, but we are being forced to. It seems the divine or the universe, source, however you view that, ancestors, spirit guides, we're being forced to make some changes in our life. It is for our best here. It's for our, highest good. Sometimes when we, with the Tower, the divine lightning can strike when we sort of put off making changes that we need to make. Sometimes the universe has a way of just forcing us into these changes, and that's how I view this one right here. It's unexpected, it's sudden. Things feel like they're falling apart, and while we're in this Tower energy, it feels like disaster, it feels like chaos. But we don't know that on the other side of this Tower is this awakening that we're going to experience, this sense of freedom here as well, and we will welcome the change, because things have to fall apart in order to fall back together, and they will be with more stability, more structured, more stable here as well. Um, it's it's been a long time. I do feel like somebody knew these changes had to happen, but somebody kept putting them off. And even still now a little bit, I guess I want to say frustrated that this had to happen. The timing seems not ideal here. All right. Uh, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So we're focusing a lot, we're perfecting, we're mastering, we're putting our energy into something here, and we're going to ask now what that is. We could be learning a new skill. What are we focusing, putting our energy into? Justice. Making everything fair and balanced again. Perhaps also there could be, with this change, how sudden it happened and how we're fighting it. Also, this could involve the justice system. Of course, that's always an option when the justice card comes out. I do see things ending fair or ending in an equal or fair way here. Justice will be served, or something along those lines here. So we're focusing on, if we're not involved in any contracts or legal issues, this is just us focusing on making things fair and balanced, making the right decisions moving forward. You know, the Justice card talks about compromises, decisions, accepting responsibility sometimes too, but it is about cause and effect. It's about truth, karma, all right? So things are evening, equaling, and becoming fair and balanced here. And that's where all the energy is being put into, perfecting something so that it is fair, so that it is balanced, all right? Even though we might not want to be doing this, we're making sure it's done correctly, all right? We're at least in the beginning, we were fighting it probably tooth and nail, but the outcome here is success. This is a celebration. This also could indicate a reunion as well here, but ultimately the Three of Cups is a celebration, a party, a social gathering, something along those lines. Maybe a celebration at the end of a legal trial, or a contract being signed, or something ending fair and balanced. We're celebrating the outcome for sure. All right. Difficult time though here. That card wanted to jump out. The World. Well, this will, going through this and walking away from something that we were aware was no longer beneficial for us. In fact, it became a burden, even if it was something we once loved. We needed to close this cycle, whatever it is, the situation. It could be work, relationship, whatever it is, that we didn't want to really focus on, and we're forced to close, and now we're, well, at the end, we'll be celebrating. Is helping us to close out an entire chapter or cycle in our life. With the World card coming out, this is all about a completion or an accomplishment. It's the end of a chapter, the end of a cycle here. We are accomplishing much more than maybe we even feel that we are here with that World card. We're learning, wow, here as well. So the Five of Wands, all right. So the Five of Wands is, yes, it can talk about conflict and chaos, perhaps a competition, a lot of different opinions, a lot of people involved, some resistance and some struggles. But it can also talk about internal conflict with ourself here, all right. The message coming out here is that order is emerging from this chaotic situation here, because the Five of Wands can talk about chaos. We are in the middle of a tower moment, closing out a chapter, and you know, maybe there's a lot of people involved, a lot of conflicts here, but we're closing that out and order is emerging. Yeah, Page of Swords. There is clarity coming out. It's like the green light to move forward here with this Page of Swords. You know, this is action energy, okay? It's about your ability to take risks, to follow where you are being called upon now, all right? This could also be a whirlwind of ideas and thoughts going around your head here, gaining clarity, information, messages. Let's see what else comes out with it. Oh, the Emperor. Yeah. So moving forward now, green light, taking charge of your life here. Even though somebody fought walking away from something, perhaps it was a comfortable situation or something that we were used to. It could be a job that we were in for 20 years, but feeling like we want to retire, but fighting it because we're used to working, something along those lines. It doesn't have to be here, but it's forcing us to close out this chapter nonetheless, but we're learning. We're our ability to take risks. This is being very proud of yourself as well. The Emperor is very consistent, very strategic in their plans, very ambitious and confident as well. All right, taking charge, bossing up, moving forward. This is all about leadership here. Wow. And the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is beautiful. This is all about our comforts here, our legacy, our money, our finances. Everything is going really well. This was actually, even though somebody fought this, it looks like tooth and nail, and it was uncomfortable in this time of change. The rewards are priceless. The time, the freedom here, this closed chapter, the ending result is very, very comfortable life, very comfortable here. Finances as well. So if you are worried about that, no need to be here, all right? So we do have that message coming out here. Anything else here? We have the Page of Cups coming out, also with the World card as well, both in the upright. So we are believing in magic again, or sort of expecting the unexpected. But this Page of Cups here, you expect the unexpected. Yes, this is wild creative bursts, dreams, but this can also be a wave of emotion that suddenly shifts somebody's perspective here, and allowing us to, the World card again would talk about cycles, chapters, fulfillment, accomplishment here. So let's find out what we are talking about here. The Queen of Cups and the Three of Cups coming out again sideways. So the Page of Cups can also talk about an apology as well. If we're closing a chapter, if we have reached a completion here, all right, we're going to have to get clear on the Queen of Cups, but the Three of Cups, like I said, reunion here. So let's just get a couple more cards out. Oh, wow. Okay, so you know, I gotta say, the World card can also talk about travel. All right. We saw that we're working to close out this. The World card came out sideways here. So there's no more delays. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. We have the Seven of Wands coming out, standing up for what we believe in, fighting for what we believe in, being perseverant, resilience here, going after what our heart wants, following our heart, staying strong and determined here, and no more delays. Let me just really quick ask about the Queen of Cups. If this is a person that we are possibly sending a message to, coming into our life. So this does seem as though we have the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the King of Wands here. So to clarify this Queen of Cups that came out, with the 2 pages, this is most likely somebody that is a dreamer, wants to explore, somebody very full of energy here, full of ideas, inspiration. With the Page of Swords, ready to take a leap. A lot of thoughts, a lot of action, energy here, all right? It could be somebody younger with these 2 pages coming out, but we do see the King of Wands as well. So somebody very determined, a visionary, energetic, bold personality, adventurous, attractive here, a free spirit. But the Queen of Cups is highly intuitive as well, all right? So I do see perhaps a message of perhaps travel here, either to go see a Queen of Cups, or a Queen of Cups wants to travel or is able to travel here now, and we're looking forward to possibly a reunion with somebody here. It doesn't have to be, but we're looking forward for the good times, for the celebration, for maybe a cruise with friends, something along those lines here. It doesn't have to be though, but there's no more delay. We're going after what we want. We've always wanted to do this. Perhaps there's no inhibitions. We're able to now here move ahead in this, taking time for ourselves. Nothing, plans are not delayed at this time, and it's because of the change we've made, because we've made a significant change in our life and ended something that was difficult to end, but it was just pulling us down and exhausting us here. All right, we have the King of Pentacles showing up here now, and we're going to get a couple of cards with this. And the Queen of Wands. We do have a King and a Queen and a Three of Cups again in the upright. This is the third Three of Cups that has come out. In fact, this particular deck has 2 Three of Cups cards. There's, I think, 2 or 3 cards where there's doubles of them in here, a first draft and a second one. Both of them have come out in the, I don't know what, 8 cards I pulled. So we have the Three of Cups again in the upright with this King and this Queen. This is a reunion. This is a partnership coming back together to celebrate the end of something or the beginning of something else. This, I'm not really drawn to love, but I mean, it could lead to, of course, if you were looking for that. So, you know, don't shoot the messenger here. But we have a King of Pentacles, and that would indicate somebody that is very business-minded, successful. This is like a boss energy. This could be a boss, and you know, in your situation. But this particular person has worked hard to achieve what they have. This person is very grounded, very disciplined, very practical, and generous. All right, we do have that generosity card here as well. Now the Queen of Wands, the Queen on the other side of this reunion here, or this celebration, is very confident, very successful in her own way, very social, a joyful person, very outgoing, and a little bit interested in possibly the occult or esoteric as well here. And we do have a coming together. We've seen this reunion celebration card a few times here. There does seem to be a reunion and a celebration up ahead. That's confirmation. All right, so Anything else we may need to know here? We do have a King of Cups coming out and a Three of Swords in reverse. Now that is very lovely here. The King of Cups with the Three of Swords in reverse. So, wow, we've opened up, we've talked about our emotions, and we have healed some loss, some heartbreak, some grief, something that happened that was unexpected. It hurt. But with that Three of Swords coming up in reverse, that would indicate we've healed. We've opened up a part of us. Maybe we've communicated. We've learned how to communicate, how to become a little more caring or gentle, or have a little more emotional control, I want to say. We're unafraid of intimacy now, perhaps, all right? Because we followed our heart, we followed our intuition. Anything else here? We've learned a lot as well. Made some good business decisions. Stayed focused and logical here. Yeah, we're coming out of this time of I don't want to say hopelessness, because that's not really what I'm feeling here, but maybe a little bit of isolation or depression, or just bored with life here. Perhaps thinking something was not fair for a long time here. We're coming out of it, though. We are leaving that energy with more wisdom gained, more ideas, more inspiration. Somebody wants to go out in search of something here, and we're going to ask quickly what that might be here. With that Page of Wands, there's the Fool, a new beginning. All right. Well, I did kind of feel that. We are in search of a new beginning. All right. Any other information about this new beginning here? The Three of Wands, yeah, we are talking about the future. All right. And the Emperor. All right. Just taking charge. Taking charge of our life, bossing up, doing what we want for a change, right? The Emperor does lead with compassion and love. Very calm leadership here, very consistent energy. And we are focused on our future. There is a new beginning that someone has really manifested. We don't see the Magician, but somebody has manifested this into their life. Even though we fought it in the beginning, it was our higher self that wanted this change here. And, the universe does listen to that. And in the end, we see how it all works out and why it worked out this way. And the reasons, the lessons, the things do come to light here. There's a lot of wisdom gained, a lot of information, being able to see more why things had to turn out this way. But we are headed right to a new beginning. From not wanting to make changes, or maybe a little bit fearful about changes here, we could be passing the baton off to somebody too, with this mentorship and this dual energy card. Working together here. So I could see that as well. All right. Definitely a stressful time that could lead to. All right. So we're going to get some messages from the divine, right? What we were questioning with that unicorn in the beginning here. All right. So we have this doorway card. We have offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows. Share more than expected and see love come around. So it's crazy. We have generosity and a card asking you to share as well. So not being hesitant or shy to share, communicate, share your visions, your thoughts here, ask questions, all right? Yeah, getting in touch with your higher self here, all right? Let's see, we're going to get one card from this Native Spirit deck as well to end this reading, all right? And I am going to need the book. I do have the book ready, so you won't have to wait for me to find it, but I do not have these cards memorized. Oh my, incredible that the same card has come out again from both of these decks. I mean, you saw me shuffle offerings here. So 2 cards of offerings. We are going to have to take a look and read about this. Unfortunately, they're not in alphabetical order, so I apologize here. It may take just a moment to find it. Here we go. All right, not too long. Page 66 here. So the card meaning, the universe is grateful for you. You are a gift to the world. Feel gratitude for everything in your life, even the things that don't seem perfect. Appreciation for everything that flows through you and does so in great bounty. Cherish the preciousness of life and everyone and everything around you, and thus you will be cherished. Very, very nice here. All right. A nice message to end on here. All right. I do feel that your generosity and hard work, dedication, and closing of this chapter or cycle is definitely being rewarded with the possibility of a reunion with somebody, a long lost friend or family member could even be, but there's a lot of lessons learned, a lot of knowledge gained, and a new beginning right up ahead here if you did resonate with this reading. All right, so thank you so much for being here and sharing your beautiful energy with me, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. All right, take care.